Shyne done came out and basically told the world, and he said it before, that he took the fall because everybody knew. And then on top of that, let me tell you what's crazy. He said, I didn't do it, you know,
Then on top of
and
that,
I actually took the fall. So this is crazy, y'all. Look, they gonna get Diddy on something. Okay, that's really what it's looking like. They're going to get Diddy on something. Okay, one way or the other. All right. If they can't get him on this, because he gonna pass the buck to somebody else, then they gonna get him on this, or they gonna get him on that. But Diddy is going to fall for something. Okay. Remember, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up, right? Because I really need for you guys to see this because this is crazy, right? So remember in 1999 that Shyne went to jail. He was arrested, okay? He was arrested. He went to jail, all right? Because Diddy had the gun. Do you understand what I'm saying? Diddy had the gun. Let me make sure I fix my camera. I'm sorry. I actually did move my camera. Okay. Diddy had the gun. Well, Jay Lopez was carrying the gun. Pow 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 is what Diddy did. Shyne was in the club. This is 1999. Shyne was in the club and he took the fall for 10 years. This man has turned his life around. Okay. That's all I can tell you. He has turned his life around. So I just had to, you know, I had to pull up some stuff because somebody sat up here and said, "Oh, you just playing other people's videos." Like, no, I'm giving you a commentary of what's going on. So this right here, as you can see, 2002. Okay. The shooting was in 99, 2002. Here it is. Shyne was arrested. Shyne did 10 years. But look at this man now. He is a dignitary for Belize. Now remember, Diddy ran off to Belize, right? He ran off to Belize. You guys remember, you guys recall that. He ran off to Belize. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull up some stuff for you guys. He ran off to Belize. Well, why would he run off to Belize? Because he was friends. Remember, Shyne was still good with everybody. Okay. Shyne was cool with everyone, but he took the fall. Now the question is, did he pay him? Did he pay him for taking the fall? Not only did he pay him, but he also paid the woman $1.8 million. Okay, even though she was still being harassed, even though there was stuff that was going down, she just wanted everybody to know that it was not Shyne, that it was actually Diddy. It said pow pow pow. Okay, I got that for you as well. Look at this man turning himself around. He received his doctorate. That's what that is right there. This man has changed his life. He a good looking brother. All right. He a good looking brother. But he's changed his life. This is a beautiful daughter. For a second there, he looked like Obama. That's what's so crazy. He actually looks like Obama right here. Okay. He looks like Obama right here. But I got some juice. And I want you guys to hear, not only hear from the victim, but then I want you to hear from Shyne. So I want you to hear the victim first. Then I want you.
Hey, how you doing? Here today about this latest lawsuit with the P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Little Rod. So basically, his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shyne take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face.
Okay. So as she says, she's got pow-powed in the face. That's where the term came from, her pow-pow. Okay. But now I want you guys to see this. Then I'm going to go back to her. Okay. Because this is so important. This is really, really important because they coming after him. They going to get him one way or the other. Check this out.
And one name that keeps coming up is Shyne Barrows. And of course it would. He served nearly 10 years in a US prison for a shooting in a Manhattan nightclub where one woman was shot to the face. That woman has constantly claimed and is now vocally restating her claim that it was Diddy, not Shyne, who shot her. Barrow refused to speak about it at his last press briefing in late March and says he has declined dozens of requests from international press to discuss it. And he declined again today during the press briefing. But at the end of it, conceded to make some comments, his first since Diddy's name became immersed in scandal.
It opens wounds when you hear, the victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her. That is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And that was triggered by a lawsuit from a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations. And in those accusations, he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most because...
Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Said the gentleman confessed. He's going to tell you that he did not confess. So if the police said he confessed, was the police in on it?
I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward. But it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. But my political enemies and, detractors tried to make me into, this criminal. But everyone knew that I was a young kid that took the fall. Everyone knew that was the story for all the years until I got
court and never really pointed the finger at.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that was a decision that I made.
Hold up. He said that was a decision that he made to take the fall. Let that ponder for a second. Let that sit there for a second. He said that was his decision to take the fall. The police said he admitted. He said he didn't admit to anything. Listen to it for a second, guys. Listen to it for a second. Hear what I'm saying? Listen.
Young man, and I'm not going back on that. I'm not about to point the finger. No, I'm not going to get into that.
Well, others are doing it, sir.
I'm just saying that I maintained my innocence all this time. I said I was defending myself. I didn't get into who did what. But the victim is telling you who did what. And I understand that there are other witnesses.
Is she accurate, sir?
I'm not going to get into that.
Woo-hoo! Did you guys hear this? Did you guys hear this? He's saying, I didn't do it. He's saying that the witness said who did it, and that there were other people there who said. So he still ain't saying it's Diddy, okay? But he sure saying it ain't him. And he did 10 years. Now, mind you, Shyne was born November 8th of 1978. So he's 46 years old, okay? He will be 46 years old, okay? But check this. Check this. This was 22 years ago, he was sentenced. And he spent 10 years till 2012 in jail. So he was like 22 at the time that happened. He was 22. So, they think they're invincible. He's like, okay, I'm going to take this rap. Diddy going to take care of me. Listen to this.
It does open wounds, and certainly I am relieved that people are saying what the truth is, that I did not shoot those people.
So, according to Barrow, he has been vindicated after spending a decade in prison. But he never held it against pdiddy, with whom he has publicly reconciled with in recent years. But does he still associate himself with the entertainer after the allegations against him and the raid on his home? The leader of the opposition said, we should be more focused on national issues, but that it would be a tragedy if Combs's reputation was ruined by false allegations. Still, those allegations haven't stopped Barrow from keeping in touch with his mentor.
Are you concerned that the tainted image of Diddy, who was your mentor and who you have reconciled with in the past, publicly reconciled with in the past 3 years, that now his entire operation has come under such a cloud of suspicion for nefarious and dubious activity? Are you concerned that you will also be tainted by it?
I don't see how. Again,
You offer a scholarship in his name,
I
sir.
leave it up to you, sir. A scholarship to educate people has nothing to do, sir. You're talking about Andrea Perez, who, when the Auxilou, after she withdrew, now she has a video. It is an accusation, but you guys don't make anything of it. Yes, welcome back, Andrea Perez. Yes, the ministry. We don't care when the Auxilou said women's rights, equal rights, gender equality. Oh, she had to run to the States because she's afraid of her life. That's what she's saying. No, we don't really believe that. Carry on, Prime Minister. That's what we need for the focus on. What an entertainer who has nothing to do with politics, he's facing accusations. He has not been convicted of anything. Nothing has been proven, even in a civil court where the threshold is much lower. I obliged you, just to share that certainly it has opened wounds for me, but I don't know. I'm not telling you the veracity of it. I maintain that I never shoot nobody, that there were other guns there. I always said that. That has not changed. And that is the testimony that came out. Fragments were never removed. So there was never any forensic testing to say who it was. But the victims are vindicating me. Witnesses are vindicating me. But I have moved on. I'm not trying to relive that. And so I am appreciative of whatever contributions Diddy has made to help the people of Belize. I wish him well. I pray for him, and I pray for the alleged victims. And if it is true, may justice be served. If it is not, it's a tragedy, because a global icon would have been destroyed.
Have you spoken to him in solidarity, at least?
I've been in touch.
Is he one of your financiers?
He has supported me openly, yes.
Did y'all hear that? He has supported him openly. He has supported him openly. Meaning, dude, if you're going to do these 10 years for me, if you're going to take this right here, I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. Where did they say Diddy went to? Belize. He went to Belize, y'all. Come on. Who is in Belize? Who's in Belize? Shyne. But now he's being vindicated to say, look, I told y'all I never did this. But the police said he did. But everybody else said who actually did it.
And while we expect that the issue of P. Diddy's past may continue to be deployed as a political boogeyman well into 2025, Shyne Barrows says his position as leader of the UDP is rock solid and invulnerable to attack. This after a resolution by the National Party Council to once again endorse Barrow and his leadership executive until after the next general elections. At the same time, the NPC dropped the resolution to remove John Suggie.
As you can see here, okay, he's trying to clear his name. He's feeling vindicated. And maybe he felt pissed off at some point, like, man, I sat up here and took the rap for something that I shouldn't have never taken the rap for. I bet you that's how he feels. But let's get back to that part of what she was saying. Because again, this kind of coincide with both of them, with both of what they're saying.
Puffy pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shyne take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Not only did he pew me in the face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past 24 years. When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time in 2017 and 2018 where I got 7 flats on my BMW, 7, the same tire, in a 2-year span, 7 on the same tire, and they were all new.
Now, mind you, Diddy has always been accused of blowing up Kid Cudi's car. now she's stating that all these harassing things that have been transpiring with her. So Diddy has a pattern because he had people in his pockets, right? He had people in his pockets that were helping him. So it's just very, very interesting. Again, a lot of people were scared. A lot of people were afraid to come out, but now they're feeling safer to come out. This woman has been saying that she has been the one that, that was shot at. And look at her face. So, she was shot in the nose. She was shot in the nose. If this ain't some tea, I don't know what is. Let's finish listening.
Every time it happened, I had to get a new tie. I have the pictures to prove it. Harassing me. You want to know why? Because prior to Cassie, I was the only person to be victimized by him and then to successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his pocket. He has never gotten over that. Oh, baby. You see this RICO charge that's about to come? This conspiring and pew-pewing up the club and ruining or attempting to ruin my life? As God is my witness, I will not stop until you suffer every single iota of punishment, until I have every second of recompense that you took from me. For every tear that I had to cry or my children had to cry, I am going to get $1 million back from you. I will not stop until you pay the price for what you did to my life. Now, and for all you people out there,
now he paid her 1.8 million. He did pay her 1.8 million. She admitted to that. Okay. But something she said that's very, very key. Said Diddy is harassing his family, right? His child. Okay. He's harassing his child. All right. But it was something that she said that was very interesting. He's mad because she was able to successfully sue him, which means Diddy is very vengeful. That's what that means. Vengeance. So it's almost the same. When he gave that money to Cassie, remember what his comment was. Does anybody remember his comment after he gave the money to Cassie? Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember? It was a little something that it was almost like he was harassing her. It was almost like he was harassing her in the actual comment. Okay? I'm looking for it because it was something like, I wish her well. It was a snide comment. All right. It was a snide comment like, okay, you did that, I'm gonna get you back. So heck yeah, that NDA that she signed, remember, if it's a crime, the NDA doesn't matter. Okay. The NDA doesn't matter. Let's listen to the last minute and a half.
And in cyberspace and in the far reaches of my life or the perimeters or wherever, who always like, oh, she just saying that to get some. Hell, what you got to say now? What you got to say now? I had some youngins on the internet that ain't even old enough, that weren't even alive when it happened, arguing me down, cussing me out, calling me everything but a child of God. Go check Instagram. It's there. Harassing my life. Harassing me. Oh, you lying. He ain't do that to you. You just want clout. You just chasing clout. What is that to chase clout about? How is that clout chase worthy? It doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess it will make sense in this new generation, but you better believe I will have my say. I will have my say. Hashtag having my say. Hashtag the dopest nerd ever. Hashtag Eb Talks. Y'all ain't seen or heard nothing yet.
So again, this was Shyne. He was like 20. Yeah, he was actually 21 at the time. Okay. When he started, he was about 21 when he got with Diddy. Okay. Around 99. All right. He took the fall. went to jail 2002, did 10 years to 2012, changed his life around. Okay, he's changed his life around. It's him, Jamal Shyne Barrows. Good looking brother. Good looking brother. He was there. He's still there. He's like, okay, I forgive you. Admitted that Diddy gave him money. He admitted it. That's an admission. I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I don't know what more everybody got to hear on this behalf. That he literally just admitted to being paid off to go to jail to basically take the fall for Diddy. That's what he did. So I had to get on here. There's so much stuff that's popping out, breaking news and stuff. But no, I'm going to come back on tonight. But that right there, meow, girl, meow, honey, meow, meow. I'm telling you guys, this right here, again, he's going to get a fall from something, whether it is the sex trafficking, whether it is the RICOing, whether it is the drugs, whether it is the SA, it's like they're trying to stack something so they can have something to put on him. Because like we said, the next 30 days. Now, again, I keep saying this. Just because they arrest him and just because you go to court, don't mean he going to jail. But everybody's coming out. They don't have no choice. The Kardashians don't have no choice. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute because Kylie broke. That's what it's saying. I'm going to do something on that momentarily. Okay. But I had to get on here and give you guys this now. Tonight, we're going to go live. We're going to tie some things together because evidently there's more stuff going down. And I'm here for it. Okay. I'm here for it. So I had to take a break in my workday so I can get on with you guys. If you are just joining, don't forget to watch the recording. Hey, Nebraska. Hey, girl. Hey. There goes Thundercat, Nebraska. Girl, where you been the last couple of days? But so we will be back here tonight with more, but I had to do this breaking news real quick because Shyne has admitted to taking the fall. More importantly, he admitted that he got money from Diddy, which means Diddy paid him to go to jail. And probably also because, let's think about it for a second. Remember, Diddy was arrested, okay? And he was arrested for the accusations of him shooting Tupac, okay? So if he was already arrested for that, that's why he couldn't carry a gun. And remember, he was an informant. So he's an informant. He was previously arrested. And here it is, he shoots up somebody in the club. And so he's like, hey, I ain't do it. And then he got somebody to take the fall. And he said, man, you do this stint, I'll take care of you. Whether that's considered circumstantial evidence or not, you got a witness, you got the victim who said who shot her, clear as day. Evidently, she saw it. You have witnesses that said who shot her. You have the gentleman that they falsely accused and said he admitted it to shooting her, literally state that it wasn't me, and that he made a choice to take the fall. That's what he said. He made a choice. This came out today. That he made the choice to take the fall. So again, it's going down. It's going down. It is going down. I got to bring my kitty cat on here real quick. Meow. It's going down. So we're going to be back tonight. I will see you guys a little bit later. I just want to come in with the breaking news. Okay. Yep. That's what I heard years ago. We knew that this was transpiring. All of his skeletons are coming out of the closet. What other remaining skeletons? We got the Chris from the Kris Jenner. that skeleton. We already got what we already seeing. Okay. Yes, baby. Yes, we're gonna talk about the young jock saying it's going down. Because see, remember, young jock said something and then he retracted it 24 hours later. Because everybody's scared of Diddy. But they ain't got to be scared no more. Because what's in the dark always comes to light. So we'll see you later on tonight. I just had to do a breaking news for you. See you later.
Yeah. You want it, gotta work.